I'm gonna spill my coffee. Oh my gosh, I'm sitting on the floor and I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. I just moved and there is stuff everywhere, but that is not stopping me from talking about today's very important topic, which is Melodifestivalen. First of all, thank you for all the support on the last video. I know it may not seem like a lot, but I got like 3,000 views within a week, and that's super exciting. So thank you. I also appreciate all the comments. Lots of discussion going on. Seems like the most common feedback was that shoehorns are very helpful and that I should have been saying not Swedish mile, but a Swedish mil, which is how you pronounce it in Swedish. And I guess I didn't realize like it doesn't directly translate to the word mile, but also there is something called a Scandinavian mile, according to a Wikipedia page. So maybe we're both right? Okay, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. Also, this was bad planning. I have nowhere to put this cup. Today, we are talking about Melodifestivalen, and I am so excited because I just discovered this, okay? I've heard of it, and this is the first time that I'm actually like, I'm in it. I am invested in all the songs, watching it every week, and this Saturday is the finale. Like, I don't know who wins yet, so I'm super excited right now to just talk about everything. Yeah, so let's get into it. For those of you who don't know, Melodifestivalen is a singing competition where its original songs compete against each other, and then the winner gets to go on to Eurovision, which is the big competition that happens, I think, in maybe a couple months. That's where one song from each country is represented, and it's like the cutest thing ever because everyone votes for each other, and people are living their dreams, and that's the part that gets me the most excited, okay? Last night was the second chance performance, and I literally cried when I saw Clara. Her reaction to moving to the final was like, oh, I was in tears. She's so cute and she's so excited. I just love it. It's so wholesome and it's just fun TV. Everyone's so loving and happy, and who doesn't love that, okay? I know that there's a bunch of dudes out there who think they're too cool for Melodifestivalen, and I say no. It's for everyone. It just seems like if some guys are like forced to watch Melodifestivalen, they'll kind of admit that they enjoy it, but deep down, they love it, and they should just embrace it, okay? Melodifestivalen is awesome. So there's a few things that really stand out to me about Melodifestivalen and reasons why like I'm obsessed, okay? As I mentioned, it's just so wholesome and it's for everyone, and I love that. The other thing though is that every performance is just so good, like really well done. And I don't know who's behind the scenes doing all the production. There's so much like kind of like visual aspects to it. And of course, the dancers are just amazing. And it just seems like they have the top talent all around. I'm convinced that they're putting most of their budget into this one show. Like, I think SVT is like, this is their budget, is Melodifestivalen. And I'm not complaining. It's awesome. I also love that, you know, you have such a range of music and also performers. Yes, there's a handful of the younger like pop music dancers, like solo artists. And then you have the other side of the spectrum, which is Rena Rama Ding Dong, which is, I don't know, is this a controversial song in terms of like popularity? It seems like there's people who are saying like Rena Rama Ding Dong to Eurovision, here we go. And then there's the other side who just like does not understand why the song is even in the competition. I'm seem like middle of the road. Like, I totally get why it's in the competition. But for me personally, I wouldn't pick it to move on to Eurovision. But I feel like that's very controversial to say. I don't know. There's a lot of people rooting for Rena Rama Ding Dong. Although I'm just now realizing, okay, the Eurovision movie that came out last year with Will Ferrell and Rachel McAdams, and they make fun of the song called Ya Ya Ding Dong. I'm starting to see a little connection there, and I don't think it's a coincidence. So, interesting. But sadly, Rena Rama Ding Dong did get eliminated last night, and I know people are upset. But that being said, we have a song like that versus, some slow ballads versus like really upbeat dance pop songs. So I love it. Everyone coming together. I don't know why I'm so cheesy like that, but I just love it. So these songs are all like original songs that don't exist on the radio yet, but it got me thinking, like, who's writing these songs and how do you become a performer to be in Melodifestivalen? Some of the performers aren't the songwriters. So this made me wonder, like, how does that work? I'm assuming that like there's a separate type of entry for like, song submissions versus like maybe the performers audition a different way. Some of the songs are written or co-written by the actual performers. It seems like even if it is written by the performer, it seems like there's still always like an extra co-writer, maybe somebody that's really done a lot of music that can kind of switch things around, or I don't know how that works. It was super interesting because some of these songs are written by the same people. Like, I put together a spreadsheet because I'm really lame and nerdy, but I wanted to figure out which songwriter showed up the most. There's one in particular, and his name is Bobby Ljunggren, is one of the co-writers for 5 of this year's songs. And there's a total of, 28? That seems like a weird number. 28 performances? I don't know, because that doesn't divide by 4. Does 28 divide by 4? Yeah, it does. It's 7. Okay. Anyway, so Bobby Boy is one of the co-writers for 5 songs this year. This same guy, Bobby, has been one of the co-writers for 5 winning songs in the past. That means he's probably been a co-writer for multiple songs every year, but to be a writer for 5 winning songs, and this year he's a writer for 5 songs. Crazy. Some of the other things that I thought was interesting was that some of the writers for the music used to be former Melodifestivalen contestants. Apparently Robin Stjernberg was one of the co-writers for this year's song In the Middle by the Mamas, but he also was a co-writer for the winner of 2017, and he won Melodifestivalen in 2013. This also got me looking into previous winners of Melodifestivalen, and let me say, I noticed a few things. My coffee's getting cold. All right. I was thoroughly enjoying going through past winners of Melodifestivalen, and I totally understood why some of them were the winners, like awesome show, performance, song. It was all top notch. I'm not here to upset anyone, okay? But I will say 2016 was an artist named France, with the song If I Were Sorry. And it was a catchy song, but it was the first time that I was like, like, to me, it wasn't like the big spectacle song, which maybe that's why people liked it. It was very mellow, Festivalen. Then 2015 was the song Heroes, which won Eurovision that year. So now we get to 2012, and this was another song that actually won Eurovision called Euphoria. I couldn't help but notice some similarities with one of this year's performances. So let me just break this down for you. One of the finalists for this year is Eric Saade. I hope I'm saying that right. Where he's dressed like he's about to go play some golf, and then he does some solo dancing inside of a box. He does like a chicken dance move. And then in the end, like a shadow guy appears and they're like dancing together. Am I crazy? Does this not seem like the exact same as Euphoria? I'm a little skeptical about this one, you guys. I got to 2009, and this is where I actually had my mind was blown, okay? Swedish people aren't going to be shocked by this at all because I guess everyone knows this, but I did not know this. So 2009, there's a song called La Voix. I'm assuming, you guys, there's so many things I don't know how to pronounce, but this time it's French and not Swedish. And the performer is Malena Erdmann. It was the worst placing song in Eurovision since 1992. And I honestly thought the song was cool. It was like an opera song, and she's an incredible singer. Then I go down to the comments, and someone said, "This is Greta's mom." Greta Thunberg. You guys, I lost it. I don't know. That was just crazy to me that like Greta Thunberg's mom is like a famous opera singer who's been in Eurovision. What? So, yeah, I found that out. So now that we're kind of caught up, let's talk about the finalists. The finale is happening soon, and I am so excited. One thing I haven't mentioned yet that I do think is worth mentioning is that last year's competition, a trio called the Mamas, they won Melodifestivalen, and then all of Eurovision, it was canceled due to the Rona, But this year, they competed again, and I was worried because, like, to win last year and to try and come back, it's going to be tough to top yourself or to even win 2 times in a row. But I gotta say, they did awesome. And I love their song. I am obsessed. I have listened to it like 20 times. I am not kidding. 20 times in like the last week and a half. Like this song just came out. So there's so many good songs. That's why I don't want to make it seem like any songs were bad. There's just some songs that are my favorites and some songs that I think have that potential to really do well at Eurovision as well. But the other song would definitely be Voices by Tusse. I do want to say there are actually a handful of songs that I loved that didn't even make it to the final or second chance. And yeah, I think that really showed me that like there are some amazing songs out there that don't even make it to the finals. And this makes me really want to go back and watch all the previous competitions to hear all those other songs, what was competing against each other. Another one of my other favorite songs that is in the final is Little Tot by Dotter, which basically sounds like Sia. Gosh, I want everyone to like go listen to these songs and then come back and then let me know if you agree. I could go on. I don't even know if people care about listening anymore. But okay, so with that being said, here are my predictions for Melodifestivalen in 2021. Oh, this is so hard. I honestly can't choose between the Mamas and Tusse. If I had to go based on just the song, I'd pick the Mamas. But if I'm going to talk about the whole performance, I think both of them would do amazing and could actually win Eurovision. I think Tusse is going to win. I hate even saying that because I want to say the same thing about the Mamas. I think they're both up there. But if I had to pick an order, I'm going to go Tusse, the Mamas, Daughter, Danny Saucedo. I'm going to say Eric Saade, number 5. I think a lot of people are going to disagree with me on that. Top 5. I think I got the top 5. And the bottom 5, to me, they're not, no one's at the bottom. Everyone's a winner. Okay, I've been talking for so long. I have a lot of editing to do, but what do you guys think? Who do you think is gonna win? And who do you want to win? You know, should Rena Rama Ding Dong have made it to the final? We need to discuss this more. Yeah, anything else that I should know about Melodifestivalen? It's my new favorite thing, and you guys better believe I'll be talking about Eurovision real soon, because I'm already so pumped for Eurovision. Yeah, but thank you guys for watching. Do the things you're supposed to do, like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon. Hey do. Danny Saucedo. I'm gonna say Danny Saucedo. Danny Saucedo.